Welcome back. Another episode of Tasca Lusa. It's me, and we have Joey.
Well, thanks for having me.
This is my special guest. Joel's not here. He got some stuff to take care of, so it's just going to be me and Anita today. It's the start of season 2. We were
Should open this. You see, we're in season 2, and I still don't know how to open a can before
Fucking
the podcast. So,
when you guys are listening to this, turn that volume all the way up in your headphones, turn it all the way up in your fucking car, get your eardrums fucking blown out. But we're gonna do season 2 since we didn't do an episode for July 4th. And it was like a mini break, but it was just shit didn't line up with us, so we're doing a season 2.
yeah, I think it's tough for the three of us since I do live in Jersey. You guys live in Connecticut. It's tough on
Well,
us.
not even that. It's because it's summer and it's just a lot of shit going on compared to like when we started. It was kind of like springish.
But even now, nothing was going on.
Exactly.
Like now I have my shoe starting.
Yeah.
Now we're on a break again.
Well, yeah, because you guys usually take a break for the summer, right?
But like that was already shit. We gotta do Fridays. If you guys do Fridays, you guys have to be here.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't go Fridays there.
That's weird how you guys do breaks during the summer when we were in Bridgeport. That was because we took breaks in the winter for the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, we do that too here, but like in Jersey itself, because the whole state of Jersey does that.
Really?
In the whole month of August, nobody really practices. A lot of the clubs are still closed.
Really?
A
Wow.
lot of people here go to Portugal, bro, or go on vacation.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Even
like-
but the clubs closing too. I mean, you would figure the clubs would say.
CEA normally the month of August is closed. A lot of these other clubs are open, like the Kearney Club, because these are like actual straight Portuguese clubs.
Yeah.
So they have like their normal people that go like
Oh,
daily.
of course, yeah.
But like Rancho-wise, bro, it comes to like the
Well, yeah. it's like
second, third week
yeah.
in July, and it's like, all right.
I would have figured you guys would have like stayed open or not even take ferias this year just because of COVID and shit. I don't think a lot of people would be going to Portugal right now.
Well,
I mean, I know a couple people, but not like.
dude, I got 3 weddings in Portugal this year. Diego's getting married in Portugal. Miguel Torres getting married in Portugal. Miguel Lula's going to Portugal.
All in August?
All in August. You know what I'm saying? But like 2 out of the 3 of them were supposed to get married last year. And they got married this year, so we got pushed back. But
I mean, at least we got Fabio's wedding in a couple weeks.
Here. I finally got refitted. The guy was like, Fabio's gonna kill me for this one. But I finally went, and he was like, dude, they only told you this now. I was like, dude, I was on vacation.
You what a lying ass bitch.
I was like,
dude,
I completely forgot, bro. And I was like, I was on vacation.
Nah, dude, I remember Fabio telling us that we had to do it like a couple weeks before the wedding, and then I kept going to Men's Warehouse, and literally as soon as I go there, there's literally nobody working there, maybe like 2 people, 3 people working. And like it's mobbed, and only one person fucking does like the fitting. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are we doing there?
Yeah. No, I went Tuesday. And
just cutting the clothes, holy fuck.
Yeah. I got out of work really, really early on Tuesday. It was slow. We had concrete. I got out early. But I went there, and like I wanted to buy a suit. I wanted to buy something gray or blue, just to have. And the dude was like, he was like, yo, look online. We'll measure you.
Yeah.
We'll get your size. Get it shipped here, and then we'll tailor it. He was like, $40. Full like Calvin Klein suit.
But I was like, is it fade at Calvin Klein or is it Calvin Klein?
Men's Warehouse, bro. So it's, a lot of it's I don't know. I plead the fifth. I ain't trying to knock them, but still. But I was like, damn. This I was looking. I ain't trying to buy nothing out.
Yeah, it's tough right now, especially everybody's going on vacation. You don't spend money.
Yeah.
As I'm talking, I just bought a bike today. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it.
But like the whole Rancho thing with August,
Yeah, that's weird to me.
I found it really weird my first year, and then I understood why after.
Yeah. What do you like?
There's a lot of people religiously go the whole month of August there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, in the normal times, yeah, everybody's fucking going there from like August to like right before Labor Day, so then when they come back, they just go to Ludlow.
They're here for Ludlow.
Exactly.
That's exactly.
You going to Ludlow this year?
Dude, guess who's coming to Ludlow this year?
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad the other day.
No.
My dad, me and my dad bullshit. Me and my dad will have like moments where we'll just sit there and bullshit.
Yeah.
We're bullshitting about soccer, we're bullshitting about this, we're bullshitting about that. And he's like, Se a tua mãe não quer ir, não vai. Mas eu vou lá este ano, bom.
Foda-se.
He's like slamming his hand on the table. I was like, okay.
Damn.
So like, I think there's a bunch of people from Florida coming up there.
Really?
Like he was telling me there was like 2 or 3 cars already planned and they were trying to plan something bigger. Coming up to Ludlow.
At that rate, maybe I want to get a bus, but like a van or something.
They've done it.
Yeah, but stay there the whole week. That's a lot of money, man.
They've done it. Dude, you gotta remember, dude, these Florida people, bro, the money ain't a thing for them. I'm not saying that everything's for my father.
Everything's so fucking cheap down there.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they're gonna. I know my dad and like my cousins.
Just fly up there and
No, they want to drive.
That's fucking wild. It's like 18 hours. No, wait, well, technically more because you still have to go a little bit more north to Massachusetts.
True.
So it's like 19. I don't know. I don't know if I'm on yet. I'm still on the fence, dude.
I already got my hotel.
I heard everything's booking, but I'm like, dude, I don't. There's not that like.
There's not that attraction this year.
No, there's no artist that like I want to.
There's
like even if I think even if it was Mike the Guy, I don't think I would go. If it was like George Ferreira and Starlight again, that combo, bro, I'd be in there like swimwear. But like,
well, I think like they were really on the fence.
Oh yeah, dude, they have, yeah.
I'm not gonna even say about spending money.
Yeah.
Because they look artists like that. 90% of it, I think, Dunkin' Donuts sponsored. You know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna put words in my mouth. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
But again, they don't take that risk. But again, I don't think they want to take the risk of
Not
shit
yet.
getting fucked up again.
Yeah.
That
true.
they have to cancel, and then but now it's just not
Lose
canceling.
money.
Like it's not canceling local bands, but you got people now with flights.
Mm.
You got people from out like farther out of
Yeah.
state. You know these guys here. Not saying that they're gonna be that they're cheap,
They're not.
but it's a cheaper option
Yeah,
than
yeah.
getting a George Friday.
That's why.
They're getting a Joey Madero's from getting
Yeah.
somebody from Portugal.
Yeah.
You don't have that.
That's why I was like, I'm still on the fence. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
I think this level is gonna be one of the better levels we've had in a while.
I think so too. I think it's gonna be the one that's gonna have the most people, just because people want to go and do like the whole procession. I think that
Yeah.
procession is gonna be fucking wild.
That's what I was gonna say. I think o dever de Virgínia de dar um bocadinho para trás à Nossa Senhora,
Yeah.
mas it's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be fucking packed. And
Yeah.
I don't know how the cops are even fucking. If it's like a big turnout, dude, there's gotta be a lot of cops there and shit. I think.
Yeah,
Well, to
yeah.
control everything, you have to. You gotta-
Exactly. And we've witnessed it that the Ludlow hasn't been really the same in the last couple of years. And there's been some outrageous shit that's happened, but
Again, fucking year, there's always a fucking fight, bro. That tenant.
but dude, it's not even just Ludlow.
It's
bro.
just, it's every festival,
You
basically.
know, look, let's throw Portugal Day out of the way from Newark because that's a whole different argument.
My parents said that San João in Waterbury, they said it was kind of popping on Saturday. There was more. It was like more people than the past couple of years. Like that Saturday.
People miss it, bro. A lot of people miss it, bro.
And my buddy went with a couple of his buddies, and I saw him
that's
snap
it,
and
yeah,
follow,
yeah.
and I was like, holy shit, this actually looks like quite a few more people there compared to like other years.
And they had Bruno Silva from Jersey.
Yeah.
Like the band.
Yeah, and we saw Joey going a rant on Facebook about that dumb broad.
Listen.
I hope she's listening to this.
I'm gonna cut this sweet and simple. Se você não gosta da cultura, a nossa cultura, você nem tô dizendo para você não ir. E para você não ter opinião. Mas pelo menos não vais lá e te fazer de estúpida de falar da maneira que falaste. That's not my only thing, bro. You know, she got a lot of...
She got over 13,000 views, dude, over that shit. I think.
My guy, the video I shared had 60,000. By the time I shared it, it was at 60,000.
Probably over 100 now.
That's like the like Portuguese, like the tri-state area.
Dude, I was trying to like look her up on Facebook. I couldn't even find her
Well,
page anymore.
I know Oliveira. I know Oliveira shared her profile photo, like her name.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
One of the comments.
That shit was hilarious.
And her thing was, you know, I can only imagine the shit she was getting after that.
She's probably
You know, this is the problem though. We have, you know, quando a gente bebe, às vezes fica estúpida.
Yeah.
You know, it happens to all of us, bro.
But to go on live like that and like, so you're kind of talking shit to like, not even a person, it's a whole ass nation type thing.
Bro, it's just, olha esta música, gente.
But you're at the party. You went to the
bro.
party purposely.
Yeah,
Like,
it's stupid.
why are you gonna talk shit about a party that you went to? And it's like, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence on Ludlow. I don't know if I want to go or not. Maybe I'll just go for that Sunday for the procession or something. I don't know.
I got my hopes up off. I said, fuck it. I haven't been to a Ludlow in a year, almost 2 years. That's like record for me. That's like record for me, bro.
I hope it's a good turnout. I really do. I hope it's like a banger. But we'll see with that. We're gonna go into sports because we've had a lot of shit going on, as we saw. We saw England go to the final on a bullshit PK. 100% of the world says no PK. Even Gary Neville. There was somebody else who said that it wasn't a Mourinho, and I think there was like somebody else. I forgot. Maybe it was Carragher. Maybe Carragher. Maybe?
No. Carragher said this. Carragher was like, he was talking about Neymar in Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe these guys go home back to their wives after stunts like this. And then he was saying that Sterling was triple. Like, bro, like there's this double standard. But this is the way I look at it, right? It's because you have to look at the law, right? You have to look at the rule. And the rule is that the VAR only gets involved if the referee is 100% wrong. It has to be clear and obvious. Is there a touch? There's a touch.
Yeah.
So again, I'm one of those guys that's like, all right, what do we want? Do we want VAR or do we don't want VAR? Because this is the problem we're going to have. So if it's a different ref on the field,
Yeah.
he doesn't blow the whistle for the penalty, maybe VAR goes back to it. And if it's a different VAR, maybe the ref still blows the penalty, but the VAR overturns it.
I think they should have at least still looked at it in the VAR.
I think the VAR did. I don't think he did though. The ref didn't.
Yeah.
The ref was was listening, and the
Yeah,
VAR
yeah.
said there's a touch. He said, all right, that's all I want to hear. You know, it's. But again, I think there's really weird rules
Yeah,
in today's. It's almost like the Italy game with the Chiellini handball.
Yeah, that was.
A year ago, that's a handball clearly, and it's a penalty.
Fuck
But a lot of people don't know this. Now the rule has changed. His hand's not is in a natural position where he is. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't drop his hand off.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are calling for that to be a penalty.
I don't know, man.
But Forza Italia.
Dude, I'm saying, bro, I hope fucking Italy just fucking destroys England so it doesn't fucking come home with some bullshit.
I think Italy's already drained.
Drained.
I think after the Spain game, they're dead. 60 minutes in, they were dead already.
I don't know.
Spinazzola makes the biggest difference in that team, and he's not there.
I don't know, man.
I still think he gets the team to the tournament. And he hasn't played. He's not going to play the last 3 games.
I don't know, man. Chelsea has been really
No.
Yeah. Chelsea has been fucking.
But again, I think Italy plays one way, but Italy don't have a second option. They don't have anybody else that come off.
Yeah.
That's not even the depth. They have depth, but they only have the one style of play. You don't have a Bonatelli on the bench.
Yeah.
That's a true number 9. That's a goal poacher. That's a cherry picker.
Yeah.
You don't have that on the bench. You know, you have the same wingers, the same type of play, the same type of style. And then when you have a Spain that overloads the midfield, doesn't let Jorginho play, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I don't think England really has that overloading midfield. To me.
Have you not seen Phillips and Rice this year? I think Phillips is the biggest surprise. I don't think Phillips would have kept Henderson out the field, but he's done it.
Henderson, I don't know, man. Henderson had that one good year at like when they won the league, and then it's kind of like
Henderson's never been a really good player.
He's not like consistently good. He's like,
but he's never had to be good.
I think he's more of a leadership type of guy. He's
that's where I'm going, because he has that mentality to be able to yell at you, or give you instructions as you're playing. You hear all the time, especially when COVID was on and there was no fans.
Yeah,
you hear him so well.
I'm surprised Harry Kane is the captain. I would have figured if Jordan Henderson played, he would be the captain.
Jordan doesn't play.
He comes off the bench.
Kane's on the field already.
They'll give it to Maguire. I mean, he's already captain. Kane's not the captain. I'm telling you.
He's second out of Lloris. Now Kane, you got it. Who else? I don't want to get into Maguire. Leave Maguire to defend it. As soon as you put a captain's armband around him, he sucks. He sucks. Let him worry about himself. He doesn't have to worry about the team. Let him worry about himself.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that Raheem Sterling said that 100% that it was a PK. I was like, of course you're gonna say that because
Dude, he was looking for it the whole game, dude. The whole game he was looking for it.
Dude, I just really hope England does it. I don't want it.
Neither do I. But again, but let's look at the facts, bro. Right? Let's look at the facts. 96 England, home, losing the semis. 2004, Portugal, go to the finals, lose in the finals. 2006, Germany, don't make it to the finals. 2016, 2015, France, go to the final, don't win the final.
Could be a curse? I hope so, dude. Fuck, man. I hope so, dude. I really hope they don't fucking win. What are you gonna do? So we have Argentina versus Brazil, Copa America. I kind of want Argentina to win just so Messi has that.
I hope Brazil spanks.
Really? I want Argentina just so Messi can finally like taste glory with his country. But if he doesn't, Ronaldo still has that thing above him. Like
what thing above him?
Like I've won something with my country twice, and you still have zero.
The Nations Cup is a fluke, bro. The Nations Cup for me is a fluke. The Euro isn't. The Nations Cup, I think, for me is a fluke.
All right, you still have one.
It's a first. Okay, but again, for me, as obviously we're going to sound biased because we are Portuguese. I hope Messi never wins anything with Argentina.
I mean, low-key, I get
so much satisfaction watching him lose in penalties against Chile.
That was rough, dude.
Which one? The first time or the second time? Because it was back to back.
The last time, very last time, that was rough. Dude, you even saw like this last game, he was fucking bleeding from his ankle and he was still fucking playing.
He wants it. He wants it.
I think this year I've never seen him want to win a trophy with Argentina more than like from the World Cup in 2014, I think.
Yeah.
That did they get to the final?
They got to the final.
That was the last time I saw him actually try, and then they lost obviously. But I think that was the last time I saw him actually trying.
So do like Higuain that misses sitters. Literally laid up Higuain 3 times in that final.
That's like Morata. Dude, I wonder how Morata's gonna do now since he scored that. He came on right, and then he scored, and then he missed a PK.
Yeah.
Dude, he must be fucking just getting obliterated. Go from getting obliterated, scoring, and then getting obliterated again.
Dude, it's rough, dude. It's rough because, dude, honestly, bro, you look at him. He's missed one already in the tournament.
Yeah.
How do you let him take one, bro? As a coach, I don't care how high you are in that goal. I don't care. No, bro. You got so many other players. You got so many other veteran players.
Yeah, you have better
to take them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
maybe just I have no idea. I mean,
that Jorginho penalty, bro, was so cold.
Bruno Fernandes.
Like
with the jump.
He's done it. He's done it before, Bruno.
Did he connect it?
No.
Yeah, it was to the right. Yeah.
He literally jumped in the air and the keeper already died. He's like, all right, let's roll it in.
That was pretty good. I don't know. I really hope Italy wins. I really want them to win just because I just don't want to.
Dude, the greatest thing about that Italy, bro, was the mind games from Chiellini.
Oh, dude, that was super mind games, dude. If anybody else saying he was fucking around, he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing. I think he lost the first coin toss, but him fucking around with him, he's like, no, that's mine. I think he won that. Then he started hitting him too. He smacked him.
He smacked him in the face. I was like, dude, I would have fucking just decked him.
And then he hugged him, and Jordy almost.
Well, they kicked in front of the Italy fans, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that takes a huge part? If it's either in front of the Spain fans or the Italy fans, or either or home fans, away fans.
I think it does, and I think it doesn't.
I mean, you're still kind of you're still facing the same pressure regardless. You're still going to hear your fans even if they're all the way across the stadium.
But I think it's different. I think there's a difference between you being, let's say, 12 yards from hostile fans, like let's say they put it to your weight. And they're screaming, and all you hear is that. And then you got a guy like Martinez for the penalties calling what's his name, a Pandejo.
Oh my god, dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Dude, oh my, dude, you're gonna tell me that wasn't my
it was Martinez in
they do that dance after he scored the last one. Some shit like that.
Yulia. And I was like, and then Messi even told him like, yeah, who's dancing now?
Yeah.
I mean, Messi can say whatever he wants because I mean,
Yeah, but I think it makes a big difference.
Mm.
Not only talking about me, but I've taken a few penalties in my life.
yeah.
Going up to high school and shit like that. That's just,
Oh, it's a different fucking world, dude.
exactly.
Everybody's literally watching you when you're during the 90 minutes. Nobody's really like just paying close attention of just you. Like, all right, he's running over here. He's running over there. But PK, you're fucking.
A lot of times it's just mind games, bro. It's just
Have you missed PK?
No.
You never missed really.
I've taken like 4 in high school.
Can you tell me where you slotted them?
The first one went down the middle.
Yeah.
I scored 2 in one game. It was my junior year. I slotted down 2 in one game. I slotted the first one down the net. The second one went left. I used to go hard and low.
Okay.
And I was like, that was one thing my father taught me: hard and low. Don't put the ball in there. It's harder for a keeper to get down on the ground than to get over there. And then I scored another one my junior year. Like towards the end, it didn't matter anymore. And then I scored one my senior year. After those 2, I scored. We had that junior year we had this Japanese foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
He missed 2 that year.
Wow.
So I remember that game. We got it. We got a penalty, and I took it from him. I was like, no,
Not today.
no.
Not today.
And I scored that one, and then we got another one like half hour later, 20 minutes later. And I took it again, and then goes with like, you're on the field. That's it. Nobody else is taking penalties.
Fucking Japanese kid, man. You gotta feel sorry for him. I never played sports. My parents just didn't like it, so I had to watch everybody else.
You went to a tech school too, so it's a little weird. It's a little weirder.
Well, I think it was our junior year or senior year. Our school actually made states in soccer, in like the first time in like a long time. The coach, I remember we played like a pickup game of like indoor futsal in the gym or whatever one day at night or whatever, and then I played, and I'll never fucking forget. It was probably the only night I ever did on anybody in my life. It was against like this kid that played like football, not soccer, nothing. He comes to me, like the kid comes up to me, literally just puts his legs out like straight up to me. So I just went, whoop, and I went right around, and I was like, oh shit, fucking skied it. I didn't even like hit the target at all when it came to the net. I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But the coach came up to me, he's like, oh yeah, why don't you play soccer? I was like, you know, my parents are very strict. They're very Portuguese. I can't leave the house. Like, I'll take you, but I was like, no, my parents are gonna put that down. But I think that was like 1 or 2 years I came to States, and everything else was kind of whatever. But
better than Kaner did.
I thought Kaner was pretty good.
My years, no. When I was still in high school, no. When I was still in high school, we used to play them because they're not in the same bracket as us.
Yeah.
We used to do like a jamboree league at the end of the year for all the Waterway high schools.
Oh.
It was like fucking 20 of them. Good. You had Sacred Heart, Holy Cross,
Yeah. Kaner.
Immaculate.
Oh wow. Throwing it back. Oh fuck yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was like a private school.
Yeah.
They had a team. Kaner,
Yeah.
Crosby, Kennedy, Wilby.
God,
7 of us. So we used to do a jamboree.
Yeah.
Like a preseason.
And you'd always win.
We won twice. The 4 years I was there, we won twice. Then we didn't win. We sucked the rest of the year, but we won twice the jamboree.
Naugatuck was always good, dude. Those motherfuckers, I don't know what they put in the water. Naugatuck, that nice fucking.
Dude, you have
Naugatuck River.
But you have a small town.
Yeah, it's all basically pork chops and
It's not even
shit.
just pork chops, but Naugatuck has always been really good with their youth programs.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to play when I was a kid. Dude,
I played in Naugatuck.
Dude, I wish my parents were fucking on.
Because Water River really didn't have that. You had like Town Plot, and you had the Ponte Club. You had like these teams. You had a team like Naugatuck had Naugatuck Youth, Naugatuck Travel, Naugatuck. Yeah, all
everything, dude.
So a lot of, that's where it started. It was good for them, you know.
I wish, man. I wanted to play for them so bad, but my parents were like, eu nem está a trabalhar à noite, eu estou a trabalhar durante o dia, estou cansado, I'm like,
yeah, we used to practice. I did youth and did travel. We used to practice once a day. Well, I mean, no, we used to practice once a week and then have a game.
I wish, man.
Which is nothing, you know, compared to like shit now.
High school, it's like every day.
But like, you know, like shit my nephew's doing now.
Every day. So
So
he's goalie, right?
3 or 4 sessions a week.
He's goalie, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
My nephew's lazy as shit. He's like, the less running I gotta do, the better.
Perfect fucking position.
The less running that my nephew's a lazy piece of shit.
Him, that or forward. I mean, the forward doesn't really have to.
Nah, he's actually really good though,
Is
which
he?
is really. Well, my dad, look, I tell the story all the time. I think my dad used to make the kid cry at least once a week in the backyard. Now
Dive.
my dad's like 70 now. My dad's gonna turn 70. And my dad used to peg balls at me. Like peg them.
Oh,
It
that.
was like at least once a week, and hit him in like the throat.
How was that? Full of this?
That or like it was like his finger would like half dislocate.
Oh my god. Pops it right back to place. Stops me.
My dad probably did a couple times without telling my sister that.
Poor dad.
But yo, like I hope one day like this kid wakes up and he's like, damn, yo, these guys really put me through it. And, like even like I hope like one day he knows when my sister's done, for him to be at the level he's at now.
She's not.
But my
I've seen
sister,
all the things that she's done, all the traveling and all that stuff.
she was in like Tampa the other day, bro, for another tournament. Like, god damn, bro, you Jesus. But even like when he was in Connecticut, they went to Italy and Switzerland.
Yeah, I remember the post from that.
Fuck, it's different when we were going up towards.
Oh yeah, dude.
I showed you one the other day, bro. I was watching Red Bull posted something the other day. So
Yeah.
Red Bull is now, I think like 2 years deep now. They have a full academy from like I think it's like 15 and up, where you have private tutors, you get school, and then you have this training session. So everything is everything is through Red Bull.
But the amount of money you have to pay. That was like what Zlatan was saying. He had his kids when he was
But
playing.
exactly, this is what I'm saying, is that like that was just for soccer. This is like kids like signing contracts already, and the club realizing your talent. It's like in Europe, where like you get signed, and then once you hit a certain age, then when you start receiving money. From here to here, you don't pay anything. You don't pay for school. You don't pay for the training sessions. And once you hit that certain age,
Sorry.
I saw a video the other day, and I was like, dude, this is huge for the sport.
15 and up, I should fucking go there. Shit. Get fucking watered by.
I don't know if it's 15 up. I was like briefing through the video, and I was like, dude, this is huge. Because it's almost a step towards what Europe does.
Yeah, but they still got a long way because, like I was saying, Zlatan was fucking. He was saying he put his kids through. I don't know if it was LA Galaxy or something, and he had to pay like $3,000 or $5,000 a kid.
Yeah.
He had 2 kids, or has 2 kids. I'm like, dude, in Europe you don't really pay that. You go, like, if they want you.
Europe is very different in the sport aspect of that. Maybe not in other sports, but at least in soccer, like if you go, like we've had this conversation on this podcast already before. Like,
Yeah.
You're good, and like you work your way up like certain programs. Like a scout sees you, like you're 12.
Yeah.
The dude from PSG, what the hell was his name? He has like curly ass hair. The dude's like 15. He signed a professional contract with PSG at 8. So now you go to Paris. Literally, your school is in the ground.
Yeah.
You live there. You eat there, and you practice there.
That's what I was saying.
You know,
That's the. I was kind of on like that topic with Europe thing, a whole different like atmosphere. I was actually having a discussion with Juliana, and we were talking about the whole Sporting Al Couchet thing, and we were talking about how like it came up with a conversation like go to Red Bull game and sit with the ultras, and she didn't really like understand what ultras was, whatever. And then the Al Couchet thing came up, and she goes, I feel like she's saying like, I was trying to explain to her that people in Europe, when it comes to soccer, you have like those ultra fans, they're very like, they like live, eat, breathe that club.
Home, away, every game.
And it's like, with that whole thing with Al Couchet, it was like how those ultras were like very disappointed, very mad, very angry of how the team was playing from just that. I'm pretty sure it was that period when Brian Ruiz missed that sitter, and from there on it was just a shit show. And I was saying, listen, when you have soccer there, it's completely different because you have people that live for that shit, will die for that shit. They're fucking just every week they're at the game, and when they start getting mad, like you're gonna notice your fans are mad when they're gonna start throwing rocks at the bus. They're gonna start fucking throwing shit on the field at your home field. Because I remember when Sporting was playing, I think it was during that year. They threw fucking flares at Rui Patricio and Alvalade, and she was saying, "Oh, you're saying like they're right in doing so." I was like, "I'm not saying they're right in doing so. I'm saying that's their way.
That's how they express
themselves. That's how they express like the disappointment, the anger that they're going through. It's like what just happened with Mercedes. Literally the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking stormed the fucking training and they were chasing fucking players in their car and fucking chasing them. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that
they live for that there.
It's so like it's such a different atmosphere, and it's like if there's no other way for them to like express how they feel, because what else can they do? They'll be like, oh, we won an election.
I think people forget how different lives are.
Oh, it's completely different.
Like you can even go for like look at it like the European looking at us. Yo, you guys don't take an hour lunch.
Yeah.
Like that's so weird.
Yeah.
And then us looking at them like, yo, you guys riot when your team loses. You just sit there and watch. You know what I'm saying? It's just the life is different.
Yeah, it's very.
Dude, because I've been to a few big games at Stade. I've been to a very few, and I remember it was like Rui Vitoria's second year, like the third game, and we were losing 2 games.
Nice.
Dude, the Veneta Branca came on, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
Dude, everybody screamed. Yo, I've never seen it, bro, in my life, dude. I look back and there's this venue. It looks like my dad's age, with his wife next to him, and his wife is screaming over him. Boo! Listen, man! Sammy the man, fucking up! I was like, holy shit, bro, this is real. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm enjoying the game. I'm having like these balkers and shit. They all look at me like, oh, this motherfucker's definitely American.
Fucking American coming in our fucking country.
It's different. But even like, you look at that, completely different to England, bro. England, we think like those ultras are bad, bro. Go to England, bro.
But you don't really see anything. You only saw that Man United game that the fans went there because of Glazers in, baby. But
dude, what about Chelsea stopping the bus from going to the ground?
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
What about the Chelsea fans in Portugal after the Champions League?
Oh yeah, they were fucking
destroyed Porto.
And Victor Costa said that fucking Sporting did a bad job with that whole fucking parade, and then that whole shit fucking happened.
It's just, you know, it's I feel like in England it's different to what in Portugal. Portugal, we go home and we go out the stadium and it's still that.
Yeah.
Like in England, I feel like those 90 minutes are so intense that people are just dead.
I feel like Poland is up there too. Poland, they got some crazy fucks over there with like Legion Warsaw and fucking.
That and like Turkey.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, Turkey
fucking.
But again,
Russia, fucks.
We look at here, right? I think as we look at here, as an American, we're very blessed in sports.
Oh yeah, dude,
we have so many options.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you don't like soccer, right? Yo, hockey. Hockey's your sport. Oh, yo, you don't like
hockey, go football.
Go football. Well, you don't like football, basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think any really sport has that like ultra ultra feel.
So I was talking to somebody today about that at work.
Yeah.
I got a labor that works with us. He's Nigerian, but he moved to London like 10 years ago, and he's been in the United States for 4. Crystal Palace.
Nice.
And I was telling him, I was like, bro, it's like, do me a favor. He's like, what? Never watch a soccer game. Just do us the favor. Save yourself. Don't watch a game here. He's like, why? Is it that bad? I was like, dude. And I was looking, I was like, maybe, there was another laborer with us, he's born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I was like, name me a sport or a team that have crazy fans that go to every game, the stadium is always full.
Any sport. Let me see if I can think of something.
I named 2 teams.
I want to say, I want to say.
I said the Rangers at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
They're nuts. And then the Eagles.
I don't think the Eagles so much. I think more.
You ever been to an Eagles game
I've never been on a football game, so I can't really say.
Philadelphia's crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
Philadelphia's crazy. Philadelphia's crazy. You know, and I was like, even those two, you gotta times that by like 100 to get like an atmosphere. Well, like even like the Portuguese. I'm not even talking about like the English league, the Portuguese league. You gotta times that by like 100 to get that same atmosphere.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you ever been to a game or any type of sporting event where you're standing for 90 minutes?
Probably never. I think I think the closest I probably got to was when I went to Red Bulls versus New York FC at Yankee Stadium a couple of years ago. It was I'm pretty sure we won that game, and it was. I felt like we were an ultra because it was everybody, all New York FC, and then it was like all of us, like Red Bulls fans, just like all the way in the fucking nosebleeds and shit. That I felt like I was like, all right, bet the fucking ultras in this bitch. But other than that, there's not really another sport in this country that's like very like. There's maybe some football teams, maybe the Raiders, maybe like the 49ers. 'Cause I always see like fights on Twitter that
I mean,
people
and
just fucking
again,
throw punches.
I think a lot of people forget, right, that we have a lot of other sports, a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
About how big the United States is. You know what I'm saying?
So many.
You're in Portugal, bro, and you and me, you're a Braga fan. It'll take you about 6 hours to get down to Coimbra. Or it'll take 6 hours to get down to Alcatraz to watch a game.
Yeah.
6, 7 hours. It ain't taking me 6, 7 hours from here to get to San Francisco. Maybe flying. I don't even think flying you get to that fast.
Yeah, I think that's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But again, it's more money.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have the same environment because of that, though.
And I think England's even closer. Like the cities and towns are closer to each other.
That's not even just that. You have stadiums a mile away from each other. Everywhere.
Manchester.
Yeah.
You have in London, there's a whole bunch of them.
In London, I think there's like 30 stadiums.
Yeah. It's different. I don't know. It's different. It's definitely different. But speaking of Benfica, fucking Vieira, baby, finally got caught. That motherfucker. Now Pinto Costa's next, bitch.
No, Pinto Costa's never getting. He's stupid enough like Vieira to keep money in his house.
So if you guys haven't seen, Vieira got raided. His house got raided, and they're charging him with fraud and money laundering. They like raided his house. They found like money from like he got pounds. He had money from like St. Thomas. He had money from fucking like weird ass fucking countries, which is fucking weird. And Joey was saying before we started, he's like, if Vieira was smart, why the fuck would he keep money in his house when he had a year off from COVID?
Bro, it makes no sense. Like, yo, you know you're getting investigated. Literally, alright, you had like a year and a half of COVID where nobody was doing anything, bro. The cops weren't even out, bro. You couldn't hide this anywhere? You couldn't hide it anywhere? Like, you had to be that stupid?
Maybe he wanted to come. Maybe he didn't want to, maybe he didn't want to like quit the job. Maybe he wanted something to happen so he can like kind of.
You want to just pass it to Free Costa?
Free Costa is president.
No, I'm just saying. What do you think? Are you saying that maybe he did that so Free Costa can get the job, not the other guy that?
I think so, because I think Vieira and him were like.
Okay, that could be true, but why fuck up your life?
I think he's gonna be fine. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna get any jail time. I mean, he's been in jail since whenever it happened, and he's been in jail. I think he's just. I don't think he's going to jail. I think he's gonna be like maybe like probation, be like He's just, he has so much, dude, these presidents have so much money, so much power in the fucking political.
Money, yes.
I think they have political presence.
People just gotta remember something, that Vieira is not Pinto Costa.
He's up there.
He is, and I'm not saying he isn't, but he's not Pinto Costa.
I mean, Pinto Costa can fucking kill somebody in front of the cops that I didn't do it.
Probably. You know, it's just, I don't want to deflect anything off of what Vieira did. You get what I'm saying?
This is my thing, though. You guys win all these, like, Tascas, you guys win all these leagues, and then it's like, you have, like, 2 bad years, it's like, fucking, the world in there. What the fuck? You fucking 19 years. What the fuck? Not through so many presidents and training those,
we had a good, like, the last 5 or 6 years have been good.
Yeah.
Before that, it was, like, on and off. It was 3 seasons bad, 1 season good,
like
2 seasons good.
I think the decisions are weird. They go from, like, they kept Rui Vitória, they win them everything, and then they half a season or a full season, doesn't like him, kick him out. Same with Bruno Lage. Does good and then kicks him out.
We're in a era of football where nobody's given the opportunity. You're given the opportunity, but you're never given the opportunity to show your worth in time.
Yeah, no, that's
you see it everywhere. I'm surprised. Like look at I'm the one I'm really surprised at how long Newsman sent did a job with Wolves. I'm not saying he did a bad job. I'm still shocked how long he was there.
He did decent.
I think he overachieved.
I think so too.
He won the championship, and then he went to the Premier League, and he stayed top 10.
Yeah.
His first 3 years there. I'm not gonna say he overachieved or underachieved. I'm still shocked he wanted to leave.
He wanted something new, but I mean he's still in England.
What are you talking about?
He ain't going fucking any better, dude. He lost Bale, probably losing Harry Kane.
I don't know, man. It just made no sense because you look at it, right?
Maybe he just wanted Champions League experience. Maybe.
No, they got six. They got like the Europa Conference.
Santa Clara, baby.
Yeah, they got some random shit like that.
Alright, never mind.
But but he had Europa. He's been in Europa.
Yeah. That's weird.
But you look at it, right? Like I like seeing it now. Like you see, like a lot of people calling for Arteta to be sacked. Bro, name me somebody right now better to take over than Arteta. Arteta's been at the club. He knows the in and outs of the club.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the system at the club, and he knows the players that are coming up from the club.
I think Arsenal's problem is that they don't have players. They don't have star. That and they just don't have star players.
They don't have.
They have Aubameyang.
You know what the problem. You know what the problem is with Arsenal is that Arsenal invest. Sometimes they invest well because Ozil was a great signing. Ozil played very well the first 3 or 4 years. Then they don't build around the one signing they have.
Yeah.
Aubameyang came too late.
And Lacazette
came too late. Now you're trying to rebuild again. Now you got Gabriel. Now you got Leno. Tierney. Yeah, some of these players are decent.
Yeah, but they're not like star.
This dude Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe could be really good.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Where did Marco Silva go? Went to Crystal Palace?
Yeah, he took over the Crystal Palace. No. Patrick Vieira took over the Crystal Palace job.
Where did Marco Silva? Did he go to West Ham? Or maybe he went to a championship team. Fuck. Where did he go? I know he went to like a very.
If I'm not mistaken,
he went to a very low team.
Patrick Vieira took over.
Crystal Palace. Maybe he took over Crystal Palace. I think it was Crystal Palace that he took over.
No.
Marco Silva?
Vieira took over Crystal Palace.
You sure?
Yes. That one I'm 100% sure because the Nigerian I got on that's on that job. He's a Crystal Palace fan and he calls me Red Devil all the time. Fulham.
That's what it was.
Fulham.
That's a weird team to fucking coach.
Which is crazy because I didn't think the coach that was there did that bad. Yeah, they got relegated.
So they got a championship.
But I don't think they did. He wasn't horrible.
I would have liked to see Mark Silva go back to the coaching league to be honest.
No way.
I don't know. Fucking.
Braga? You didn't get rid of him.
Nah, you're not gonna get rid of Carvajal, dude. No way.
You know, I love him. Anybody other than JJ.
Maybe JJ will do good this year. You don't think so? They
I
have Vinicius coming back.
don't even want. This is the problem right now with me being a Benfica fan. I don't even want him to do good. I don't even want my team to do good, bro. I want this guy to fuck off.
Fuck off.
You know, just leave. I hope that Rui Costa would be a legend, but I'd be like, yo, here, sign. Here you go, bye.
Maybe you have to pay him a lot of money.
Is that right, bro? Rui Costa would win the next election like this.
Yeah, but who the hell are you gonna get now? Since everybody's basically all the coaches are getting signed already.
Who is on?
I don't know, man. You're gonna get a lot of fines and fucking suspensions like Ruben Amorim did, and now fucking doing his classes and shit.
Alright, we'll take care of it. We might win the league like you guys, but we'll take care of it. And that's just, cause you need.
Man.
I think us as Portuguese league fans need to understand that we aren't at the caliber we were at in the 70s and the 80s and 60s.
I think the Portuguese league is producing players now.
Yes.
A lot of them.
Yes. But now, look at sport. Look at all the players and the young kids you guys go back home to. right? That was what we were the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Porto has always had Porto's always had that transition. Porto was like that, like in the early 2000s.
They haven't really had any.
And Porto was always, but it was never Portuguese. And like the 2004 squad was full Portuguese.
See, that's what I wish that the Portuguese league would kind of instill, because I always tell my dad, and my dad always like really. I think all the teams in the Portuguese league, there should only be maybe like 3 or 4 estrangeiros. That's it. That's all you call for. Everything else is basically Portuguese. That's why I like the Sporting team, because they had a lot of Portuguese players. They had, I'll start from the back, but I've done Spanish. You had Gonçalo Inácio, you had Luis Neto, basically. You had Nuno Mendes. You had João Palhinha, you had João Mario, you had Diego Provença sometimes, you had Pott, you had Thiago Tomás, you had Nuno Santo. You basically have a team of Portuguese players with like some like estrangeiros sprinkled in.
I wouldn't say 3 or 4 estrangeiros.
Because Porto and Benfica are all fucking basically South Americans.
I wouldn't say 3 or 4. You can only have 3 or 4. I wouldn't act like if I was like, and like I would intrude like a maybe like a 60-40. Like 60 have to be here.
Yeah.
You have to start at least 4 Portuguese players.
Yeah.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's other countries that have done it. Where like I think with Turkey, you had to start with 1 Turkish player. And a lot of clubs were doing.
Smart.
No, but a lot of clubs were doing. A lot of teams that they would start the player,
And just sub
them on the first like 2 minutes.
I feel.
You know, there's always this. Obviously, that's what I'm saying. There needs to be a higher thing. You need to be like 4 or 5 have to be automatic.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're ruining the development of your country.
Exactly.
You're ruining the future players. You know what I'm saying? Like players like Florentino that are probably going to leave. Players like Nuno Tavares that just went to Arsenal.
Yep.
You know, I don't think he's not taking TV's spot. Maybe if Bellerin gets sold, he'll be Cedric's swap. He'll play right. You know, but it makes no sense.
It really doesn't. I feel like these Portuguese teams should be pushing these like kids to like start and like play or something. But you know, all they're interested in is winning the league. All they're interested in is getting the Champions League money and all that stuff. So it's like you can't really blame them. So I don't know. So I'm hoping. We have 2 new signings for Sporting. We have Ruben Vinag that just signed for a loan for the year with an option of buying 10 million.
It was 10.
Yeah, 10 with plus 1.5 objective.
That's not bad.
10 million.
It's not bad. It's not bad. He's quality. He's quality.
Well, we'll see. And then we signed a kid from Barcelona. I think his name's like Jose Marca or something. He was brought up in Barcelona. We got him for free because he didn't want to play for Barca because he got to play whatever. And then we got Ricardo. This guy, to me, Sporting is starting to form the team that has depth in case of injuries. To me, because now we have 2 good left backs. We have 2 good right backs. Center backs are all. We have good center backs. We have enough midfield. A little iffy. I mean, I don't.
Especially if you lose Billy.
Honestly, I really hope we don't. I really hope because like
you got Valganza to go into that role, but still.
No, dude, not a Trinco, no way. He's more of a fucking Mayo Gonzalez offensivo because I'm gonna tell you, I know Coates got the MVP. I would have gave it to Pelini just because that dude held down that fucking Mayo Campo like nobody else's job, bro. He should have started for Portugal, for me. When he played against France, phenomenal game. For me, he played phenomenal. Megan Pogba, just everything. Everything he did, I thought he did great. And that's not even being a Sportingista, he just played great. And another thing I was complaining, that I saw that Fernando Santos was asked how come Bot and Nuno Mendes didn't play. Nuno Mendes I understand because he was injured, so he said he only had like 2 days of training or whatever. And Bot just never entered because Rafa was whatever. To me, I think that was stupid just because, one, Bot had a incredible year. He was the leading scorer of the Portuguese league. Why not put him in if you're losing or tied? Something.
That game, what pissed me off more was after the game finding out that Felix was hurt.
You're bringing on a guy that's fucking hurt with an ankle, who then had surgery, and dude.
That's the first thing that pissed me
so
off.
Fucking stupid,
what then pissed me off after was that looking at the bench and not having anybody else offensively to bring on. I made this argument when I went on Canteen Debate from Tuesday that Renato for me does not start against Belgium. Renato's not a player that gives you 60, that gives you 90 minutes.
No.
Renato gives you 60 strong.
Yeah.
You know, you look on that bench, and you tell me you're down 1-0. Who do you trust to come on to change the game? To change the game, 1-0. Who do you bring out? The only player on that field is Renato. You bring out. Oh no! I'd rather come up guns blazing in the beginning. No. You contain. You got players to play a certain style. You know, like I made this argument there too that if João Moutinho played the first 2 games, you would have saw a completely different.
Oh yeah, dude.
You would have saw a completely different.
You would have been involved in the
games. There's no
connection.
There's no 8 on the field to connect the triangles and the center backs to the attacking midfield. So now Bruno Fernandes has to drop. He can't drop. It's probably tactical because he never dropped.
Yeah.
And just it never meshed. The Nuno Mendes.
He was interested, so I saw that.
But not even that. I think Guerreiro had a
he was
decent,
gassed.
Had a decent.
I thought he was gassed by after the France by the France game. He was gassed.
But again, the only sub that I saw before Oliveira came in, because I had no clue. I don't know why I was like, we need a goal and we're not Sergio Oliveira.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
The only thing I thought of before Sergio Oliveira came in is like, alright, you take Bellinha out and Zaniolo.
Yeah.
You take Bellinha out. You put in Mendes. You push Guerreiro forward because he plays left mid at right. You push him forward. You give him the freedom to do what he does because he hits the post. Like that, he doesn't have to track back. You let him just go, and you play Nuno Mendes as the wing back.
Yeah.
But Sergio Oliveira, bro.
That Sergio Oliveira thing got
I'd rather Renato Sanchez tiptoeing around than a fucking Sergio Oliveira on the bench. On the field.
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like now, I think his time's up. I think it's like, alright, dude.
He's gonna play the World Cup. He's still gonna get it. But again, if whoever saw the Fernando Rocha video, he was the worst of the time. I agree. I do agree. You know what I'm saying? A gente tem que respeitar o homem que nos deu tudo. A gente tivemos equipas de luxo. Equipas de luxo e não ganhamos merda nenhuma. E com uma equipa que não voou um caralho, com uma equipa que não voou um caralho, que ganhamos a sorte. E ele disse, estes gajos que disse que ganhamos a sorte, digo, perdemos contra a Bélgica, azar. A gente controlamos o jogo e a gente devíamos ter ganhado.
I don't know, man. I just feel like Fernando Santos is kind of gonna, if he stays there.
He's too defensive minded.
That, and I feel like he just doesn't take advantage of all these kids that are coming up that are fucking playing phenomenal. He's just gonna keep to his old ways, playing the same way he wants to play. And play
look at it, right? His first tournament in 2016 is, you saw the birth of Renato.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, in that year we didn't see Bernardo Silva had just won the league with Monaco. We didn't see Bruno Fernandes that was already at Sporting playing.
2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had it and he didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just some of the things and some of the choices just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't understand some of it. I think after the World Cup, I think somebody just come in.
Exactly. You give him to the World Cup. The World Cup is like 6 months away.
I think a good candidate would be Andres Villas-Boas. I think he would be a good fit for if Mourinho does shit in Roma and leaves.
I don't want Mourinho. He's too defensive minded too.
But he gets the job. But this is my thing.
He's too defensive.
He's defensive minded, but when he's winning, he knows how to set it up to keep that 1-0, 2-1.
Honestly, I would love to see Rui Jorge. He knows what he has in the academy. He knows what he has coming up. He knows who to bring, and he knows who to trust.
Yeah.
For me, 2022 would be Rui Jorge.
That would be a bad idea.
And I like this style of play. It's very offensively, and he's very down your throat. You're gonna give me everything until you can pass out.
And that's something Fernando Santos doesn't have. He doesn't yell at those guys.
But I don't think he on some real shit. You're playing for a Seleção. I don't think you need to yell. You get what I'm saying? I think I was on TV with and somebody's like, oh, you don't even see Ronaldo mad. Ronaldo's at the end of the game or something. I think people don't understand how professional Ronaldo is. Like from kickoff to end, Ronaldo's a completely different person.
Oh yeah.
You can see it. He's yelling. He's screaming. Dude, you saw the first two games him screaming at Jota for the passes.
Dude, let me tell you one thing, bro. Jota, after that first game, should have never played another game. To me, dude, he was fucking trash.
See, but I think Bernardo Silva had a worse tournament than
Him, Ronaldo had a shit. Bruno Fernandes had a shit tournament, dude.
we have
Those players that we needed didn't show up, basically.
we have very 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 talented players of very great quality playing in a wrong system.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
4-3-3 just does not suit Jota and Bernardo well at all.
I feel like I'm almost watching a Atletico Madrid struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You buy certain players that don't fit that don't fit the system you want to play.
Jota's not a winger like that, and Bernardo's not a winger because
Is
Bernardo's a fucking midfielder, technically, like a Cam.
Bernardo for the last 3 or 4 years has done both. He's almost been on top of Brock.
Yeah.
Both have.
You know who should have went though to the Euro? Should have been Nani. I think he would have brought something. He would have brought leadership or
I tell you one
something.
thing though, if Nani's on the bench, he comes in every game.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Take Jota right out, or
Yeah.
Bernardo, and both of those.
This is another argument I made that continue to be featured is that we play a style that we don't have the players for anymore. We don't have wingers.
We don't have Nani. We don't have Quaresma. We don't have Ronaldo playing as a winger anymore.
We're not the 04, the 06, the 02, the 08 squad where you had Simão, Nani, Quaresma, you had Figo. You had like 7 or 8 wingers that can rotate, that can play the positions, and then can completely shuffle.
That's why I thought Potts would have been a good place because he literally rotates everywhere. He goes midfield, goes winger, back to midfield.
And for me, it just didn't make. I'm not gonna say he's a bad coach because
He's not.
He's very pragmatic.
He's just stuck in his ways.
Pedro Pires said this stat to me the last time I saw him in Austin. He was like, "Yo, in like 66 jogos, like 4 draws."
Phenomenal.
Which is, but again, we're at a point where it's almost like you look at the England squad, you see the England squad, you see the potential, you see how they play, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. We have the team to play so much. We have a better team than 2004, in my opinion. But we don't play like the 2004 squad. We don't have that pace. We don't have that urgency. We don't have the trinco like Costinha was. You know. I'm not saying that Pelini can't be that trinco.
I think
Costinha had legs. Costinha had the pace. Costinha used to drive the ball forward.
That's why I like Bonilla because with Danilo and fucking William, dude, we saw in that fucking Germany game they're fucking trotting back.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's why I wanted Bonilla to play because when he was playing for Sporting the whole year, dude, that man was running the full 90, 93, 92.
He's younger.
That's why I wanted to play him because my man, he had a great season. He's so much confidence. He knows like. Just put him in, dude. I think Fernando Santos was just so caught up in like, all right, I know what works, what's comfortable for me and for this team. I'm just gonna pick the same people and see if it works out. And obviously, you saw it didn't fucking work out.
No. Well, I think we played too. Because I watched the Belgian game with Kathy's brother-in-law. We were at their house. We were watching, and we literally had to walk off before the first half ended because we were already all screaming at each other. But like somebody was trying to tell me like, oh, o jogo é 90 minutos. Like, yo, yeah, bro, we only started playing Hungary at 85 minutes. Like, yo, the game exactly it's completely 90 minutes. It's not 85 to 90 when you start playing it because you need the goals.
Yeah.
You know? It's just, it don't make sense. And then for some reason people can't understand that those two things, and you saw trolling back.
Stupid.
There was no coverage for our wingbacks.
Stupid.
And then people keep putting pressure on Semedo. Yes, Semedo is not the greatest defender.
Yeah.
But Semedo and Guerreiro got left out to dry.
That's like the same thing when during the season when Sporting was playing. They always did. I always gotta relate to them because whenever you saw, because when Nuno Santos used to start for Sporting, he would always track back and help Nuno Men. When Ruben Amorim changed it up and just put in we would put in fucking João Mario in as a fucking winger on the left side. Nuno Mendes would have to be going up and down, trying to go offensively and then come back because João Mario was not fucking tracking back at all. He would track up and stop. It's like he lost the ball, that's it.
the greatest analogy I can give of how your wingbacks are covered is literally Trent and Robertson attack the ball 90% of the time.
Oh yeah.
And then you either have Henderson covering the right back role or you have
Fabinho
covering the left back role. If you're gonna play those two type of players, those two type of CDMs, you need to be able to have your players like, all right, o Semedo está a atacar, okay, William, tu tens que tapar o buraco.
Yeah.
You know? No, bro, like, yo, we don't attack 8, bro. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to hit him with the kitchen sink already at 4 minutes?
Dude, that shit. That Belgian game, man. I stopped watching after they took because.
It wasn't the day, bro. It wasn't the day. The post, the Courtois save.
Even Ronaldo was like, got lucky that the ball didn't want to fucking enter today, or else it would have. Because Belgium didn't play shit, to be honest.
No.
Lukaku, I'm surprised Pep did as well as he did against Lukaku, to be honest.
I think it was both of them. Because I think the first half he was more on Ruben than Pep.
Yeah.
And then I think he realized he's like, I can't get nothing on Ruben, so let's go back to the old guy.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to tire Pep out first,
that's true.
and then go to Pep, and Pep wasn't having any of it.
Not for nothing, dude, he might be a Portista, but man, dude, that dude is fucking
He's a rock.
38,
He's a rock.
36, 38 years old, and that man is still fucking.
Who do you think plays next to Ruben Diaz next year in the World Cup? You think Pep again?
If he has another year like he did with Porto, I think he's gonna.
That's gonna be an issue. Can he keep?
The fuck was that?
Can he keep up? Can he keep?
Oh, we're not done. Relax, huh? What the fuck?
Hello.
The fuck? Somebody's fucking beeping on here, motherfucker.
Hello.
No, but I think if Pep plays the way he did this year with Porto, I think because the World Cup's in the winter, it's only a couple months. It's this year, right? Oh, it's next year. Sorry.
He's got.
You have this year. So you basically have
like
a season and a half.
You have like 14 months.
Yeah, you have a season and a half basically. If he plays the way he still is playing now, I think he starts with Ruben. The wing, the right and left back, I think there's going to be a change. I think João Cancelo's going to start if he has good years again. And then left back, hopefully Nuno Mendes kind of rises up to the.
But again, the whole thing with João Cancelo didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we don't want to go through that because that was a whole fucking experience.
That doesn't make sense to me, bro. It don't make sense. How does Busquets, how does all these players get COVID and still go? But your best right back, your only option really at right back is Carreira's hurt. You obviously you're not taking Cedric. Somebody said Cedric, but I was like,
Who?
I was like, dude, stop.
This is Portuguese, but who?
Stop, dude. Cedric played like 10 games this year.
You don't really have anybody. We don't really have anybody else.
But exactly, why not take the risk of him coming back for the third game? And then coming back for knockout. Dude, one of your most creative players on the field, bro.
Yeah, and he has that connection with Bernardo right off that right wing.
Exactly. Like, and then you have the connection with Ruben.
Yeah,
It don't make sense to me, bro.
That's why I think Fernando Santos managed to just. I don't know, dude.
That was a little iffy, and I said it too. And I was like, Cancelo's always had very disciplinary problems.
It's like Quaresma, dude, back in the day, man.
You know, with when he was at Juventus, when it's like first year, he never played with that. You know, he had to kind of like earn that shit. But like, I don't know, man. Like he brought Semedo, and I can't even be mad about the law anymore. Cause I thought the law had a decent game against Belgium.
Yeah, he did. He was dead tired though by the end of it. He was.
Somebody was like, "Oh, he's not attacking." I was like, "Yo, I think that's strategic, bro." I think like Fernando Santos was like, "Yo, listen, tu vais esperar por todos os momentos, tu não vais atacar sempre, tu vais esperar por todos os momentos, vais ficar defensivo, a gente não perdemos, He was against Tiger Hazard first, and then Carrasco.
Who would have thought fucking Torgan Hazard, bro?
Patricia's
Those well plays, well power.
It's not well placed. It dips. It's not well placed. It's almost Adam. It dips. It dips. It does dip.
Yeah.
It's moving in the air, but it's fucking Adam. It's Adam. My opinion.
Well,
My opinion.
You gotta wait another. Well, it was 2020 technically. So 2024. Right?
For what?
For Europe? Or 2020?
No, for 2024. 2024. We're not Copa America, bro. We don't pick the years. It's every 4. All right.
Well, we gotta see what happens next fucking year. But by that time, we're not gonna have Ronaldo. We're probably not gonna even have the Pep.
No,
We're definitely not gonna have that.
we're definitely not.
We're not gonna have a Moutinho.
No,
We're not gonna have a William Carvalho.
thank God.
I don't think we're even gonna have Daniel Pereira.
Probably not. But we have kids calling Bob.
Oh yeah, dude, you have like all those deals
Yeah.
and fucking all that bullshit.
Well, I think because I hadn't asked you that question, who does crewing play next to them? I actually think it's Chaos.
Really?
I think it's Diogo Chaos. I think Diogo Chaos gets called up next tournament.
My thing is, I know I keep referencing sports question, but if Gonzalo Ignacio has another year like he did, I think he gets called. If not for the seniors, for the sub-23, I think because if Queiroz does go up, you can just fill in that spot because he's only fucking 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
So he's all set. But forward-wise, I mean, Andre Silva's what? So by that time, he's already going to be like 30. He's going to be up there already.
But another one, I think.
He should have been starting off the rip.
I think we should have sacrificed Ronaldo as the striker, put Ronaldo on wing. Or give Ronaldo the freedom as the center forward behind him.
Yeah.
Well, we're Portuguese. The tallest player on our field is Ronaldo, or like the Leo that's not in the box, and we're trying to play crosses that are never reaching.
I don't care how fucking far, how high Ronaldo can jump, he's not making all those fucking...
No, well, we keep trying to put crosses in the box like they're gonna work.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's in store for that fucking... That's all I sound good. It's rough right here. Very rough. I don't know. I was upset. I was watching that Belgian game. I was watching it with Jules and her parents. Fuck. Jules' dad just yelling. I'm just sitting there, I'm like...
Yeah, it's a captain's fault.
I'm like, are we fucking doing that? Like, does the ball not want to fucking go in this game? Like, are we fucking kidding right now? Like, the 85th minute, she's like, I got up and I just walked away. And she was like, the game's still, I was like, we already lost the game. There's no reason to keep watching this. We're not scoring at all. I don't care. I don't care who's on the field. I don't care if fucking everybody else on the other team just, like, tripped over the ball every time they fucking touched it. We're not scoring it. It just wasn't meant to be. So, but we have the England versus Italy. Fucking Forza Italia. Forza Azul. Fuck. What else?
Can we talk about how it's going to be their 7th game? Or 6th?
3, 4, 5, 6,
3 or 6 games?
I think so.
So 5 out of 6 games are at Wembley.
That's another thing, dude. I feel like that's kind of bullshit because how can you have... Because it was Hungary, it was in England, it was in Spain, Germany,
and Austria.
I feel like that's all. I feel like...
I would understand, right? This would make sense to me, right? If all right, like Group A is England.
Yeah.
So all Group A games are in England.
Mm.
That would make sense. Or like Group B, that's Germany's group. All those games are in Germany.
Yeah.
I think that would make sense. But having two nations in one group hosting, like us, Hungary and Germany.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You know, and like a lot of people are talking like, oh, England's played at home, blah blah blah. Okay, 5 out of 6. 4 out of 6, England's played at Rome. I mean, Italy's played at Rome.
I don't know, man.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like those type of games should be played in like another country that's not either or country.
Alex said it well. If there wasn't any fans, it would make sense.
True.
But now like the Italy-Spain game, like it wasn't Italy-Spain. It was the England. What did England play before this? England. Was it England?
Denmark.
No, Ukraine was in.
Oh, Ukraine. Yeah.
Ukraine was in Rome, right? England, Ukraine. So now, English fans want to go watch in Rome, but they can't because of the restriction stuff.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. Why open it up? Why not do one country? You know, like Hungary, where the stadiums are 100% capacity, and have the whole tournament there.
Yeah.
But no, let's fly everybody around.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. That shit was all fucked up. To me, it was all fucked up. They should have just kept it to one country or kept it to a country that, when you got to the knockout stage, it should have been like countries that aren't even in the Euro, and it should be like neutral ground, like, I don't know, fucking Scotland or Wales or fucking, I don't know, fucking other European countries. They tell me.
Well, actually, no, Scotland had a couple games. Scotland, they hosted a couple games.
Did they? Fuck.
Yeah, Glasgow.
I'm drawing a blank on European countries right now.
On what? Like, yo, as soon as Germany got eliminated, it should have been Germany.
That, Poland. I did have Poland.
You could have done it in Hungary. Or in Austria.
Russia?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Bro.
The fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Stupid.
Bucks? Oh my gosh. I got nothing else to do. We're an hour and 10 minutes deep.
There's no guest today, guys.
Yeah.
It happens.
Jamal's not here.
So, yeah. The summer's coming and there's no parties.
Second year straight.
We're looking very highly. Well, Marco's not looking forward to Ludlow. I'm looking forward to Ludlow.
Like I said, dude, there's nothing that's like really appealing to me. Yeah, there's ranch shows going, but like, are we really gonna be fucking dancing with all this over there?
I'm trying. I'm
That's
trying.
real, dude.
Why not?
You think people are gonna fucking be like? You think people are gonna feel safe enough with that many people there to fucking dance with all?
Why not? There's been guy tonight everywhere.
That's different. That's not Ludlow status. That's not Ludlow people. It's not
exactly,
Ludlow population.
Exactly. You're not covered in the fucking room. You're in fucking leaving. You're outside.
Yeah, but it's way different when you're in Ludlow. You're fucking surrounded by a fucking a sea of people compared to like coming down here. And
So you're telling me right now there's no drawback, but you're still covered in a sea of people. You're gonna feel safe. You're gonna be covered in a sea of people regardless. What's the difference between dancing and not dancing? See?
I don't know, man. The whole, I don't know. Listen, I'm not going because I don't feel safe. I'm on the fence because it's not appealing to me. I'm like,
You could
okay.
just say you don't feel safe. You get back to
No.
it.
No, I'm probably not
Dude, so I was watching the YouTube video. It had to be recent, completely. And it's like they're starting back like some of the rubbish in Irish.
Mm.
And you see everybody's masked. Everybody got a mask.
Dancing, fuck that.
And then this guy gets in the robber and like he had no mask on and like yo, like everybody stops. Like yo, the dude playing the drum stopped playing the drum and over and he's like, yo, I got a mask if you want. Literally pulled a mask out of his pocket.
No, what if the guy said I'm vaccinated?
They're not American, they're not assholes like that.
Well, I mean, now that you probably have to get vaccinated to enter the fucking country, everybody's gonna get fucking vaccinated. And now, finally, that the stadiums are getting 33% capacity to watch fucking games. That's a fucking good sign.
I'm sure how long that. Well, dude, there's a lot of protests out here that nobody knows of. There's a lot of like artistas, like dude, like guys that far song, like people that do lights for like parties and shit like that.
Oh.
Dude, there was a big protest and people didn't blow around. They all had like big like sound crates.
Yeah.
They were fucking slamming on them the whole way down the road. It was like fucking like maybe like 15,000. Fucking, it was nuts, bro. And I keep looking at things. There's like another protest coming up on the 11th. In Portugal. I was like, damn, bro, yo. But again, it's
What are you protesting about?
dude, nothing's reopened. Nothing's reopened.
The thing is, like, they have like 2,000 cases a day, 1,000 cases a day. I'm like, dude, that's a whole country, but in like the states, it's like, dude, we have thousands fucking in each state.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, you can't compare our
Obviously you
population,
can't.
our population
Obviously
to their
You
population.
can, but it's like 2,000 people. Fucking your 1,000 months, dude. Nothing's getting bad going over there, dude.
Yeah. It's the same thing up north, or anywhere up north. Like a lot of the issue I see is like it's like resort spots still, like Algarve and shit like that.
Yeah.
And you still have a lot of tourism. You know, I had a family friend, not a family friend, one of Kathy's brother-in-law's cousins was in Portugal, and they were like, "Yo, we're so heavy on masks.
Really?
Masks on the street."
Wow.
I was like,
In Algarve?
they were. I don't know, God, bro. They were somewhere. They were like in Lisboa, and they were like somewhere else.
Really?
Yeah, like anywhere you leave, you're out in the open.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time because I think I'm leaving the 7th.
Of August? leave on my birthday. Everybody's leaving on my birthday or something.
I still haven't booked, but I'm looking at either the 7th or the 6th.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be here for my birthday anyway, so I don't really give a fuck. But, no, that, I don't know, dude. It's a very different situation. That whole mask thing when you're outside, walking around, dude. I don't know, man. What a world.
Well, again, I think it's, I don't know, because I don't want to get political. But
Yeah, that's why I don't say anything.
I think it's just what we're getting told. You get what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's just you see states that open no cases, or that whether you want to believe that it's not getting reported or is getting reported.
Yeah.
There's states that are completely reopened that nothing's happening, that everything's back to normal. You know, and then there's states that are finally reopening, and then shit hits the fan. You know, so somebody's lying. Now, which one is it? You get what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to get into it, but
I don't know, none of that. Alright, season 1, before we wrap this up, season 1, what is your favorite episode? I got mine, Who's Your Dad?
why do you guys still not? Honestly, I think Diego's was really...
That was really interesting about the whole Venezuela thing, about how corrupt that shit was. That was pretty insane.
Like what he went through, bro, was just nuts.
Facts.
You know,
that was very...
I think that was cool.
That's why I like doing this podcast, because hearing a different perspective on somebody's life like that's insane.
Or like knowing, or like when we did Lucia, knowing that how her parents came over was through like the sponsored system.
Yeah.
You know, you probably don't even know. A lot of our parents or our family members came over that way.
Yeah.
You know, or like that episode, or like, you know, there's so many like.
The very first one with Fabio, when he was saying his dad was fucking sweating bullshit because he wanted to fucking smoke. That was like when Carlos was here fucking having fucking shaking. Alright guys, if you guys go look at that episode with Carlos on it, especially since Toronto's on YouTube, if you go look at this man, you go like, whatever. Yeah, this man just starts shaking. And I look at him, I didn't want to say anything. I was like, low key, I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking stroke or a heart attack, and we're gonna have a fucking a death on my fucking YouTube, and we're gonna not have to post this. It's gonna be a shit show. But to me, my favorite was your dad. It was very interesting to hear about the beating real. And then my second one, I liked Fabio's, because I didn't really know the whole backstory like that. That was very interesting, because I've known Fabio for a long ass time in Joel. And then the third, I think, was Mateo. That was.
I like the Linda's, man.
Linda, yeah.
Linda
came like a lot, yeah.
Like mine, because me and Linda have very different outlooks and different opinions in different ways.
Yeah.
And to be able to sit down and finally have a conversation about shit.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a lot of shit that I had on my chest, or well, not even on my chest personally, of what I went through in the group, or what I wanted to go through, whatever. And just be able to sit down and have that conversation was great.
I didn't know you wanted to fuck around for president. I never knew that. Imagine if you did.
I probably would have quit, because they probably would have fucking shunned me. What do you mean you want to take her out? What do you mean? But again,
dude, I haven't heard anything about at all.
I heard from the grapevine, it's not looking good.
Well, you know, I imagine it wasn't looking good when you
sure.
left, when Juan left, when Fabio left.
It wasn't looking good before COVID.
Exactly, it wasn't looking good when you left, wasn't good when Jeff left, when Fabio left, when Juan left, when I left. Your turn, dude. This is your time. Now it's your time to shine.
And what? Bring who back?
Everybody.
Oh, God.
Get fucking Gil. Get Shane.
Gil got like 2 ruptured discs. He wouldn't be able to come back.
Dude, we don't know. What can we call it?
He was the Noivo already.
He doesn't know, man. Fucking walk in, dude. What the fuck?
That's being the Noivo.
I know he did, but fuck. Bring Jeff back, John back. Nah, he'll probably never come back. But probably not gonna come back.
No, he wouldn't say that. You think I'm gonna go back?
Well, you could start your own group here.
Nah. I had my shot of running shit, and no, it's not for me. It's not for me. Not at the moment. I like my how I don't have not even the responsibility, because I still have, because I'm like the main cook now.
Yeah,
So I still have that responsibility of always being there, always having to be there.
I'll go, don't worry.
But I don't have that responsibility of everybody else.
I'll be your backup.
You know, that the responsibility of everybody else was fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I mess with you eventually, but then I'm like, I don't want to fucking commit to something. And I'd be like, all right, I go to this, see that. I can't do anything after. I'll do that. But I do miss it sometimes. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I just miss anything or if I just miss performing in front of people. To like, I don't know. Like I said, my favorite season ever, best season we had was Ludlow. It's probably the best I've ever danced. Other than that, I was kind of sad. I was very sad actually. I was like, shit, dude. Fucking John fucking told me how to dance over here, fucking in the back of his fucking Nissan. Fucking him yelling at his daughters. I'm like, fuck it, I'm never getting home. Have I told you that story?
What?
So one day we were coming, I think we went to Taco Bell.
Oh,
Dude, John,
the greatest.
bro, that's what I love. I love going with John because he would pick me up and we would just bullshit all the way to practice, whatever. Get to practice ends, and then it would be me, him, Trish, Eva, and Maya. And I would be in the back. I'd be in the middle. We'd be watching some fucking like Barbie, bullshit. I remember one day we went to Taco Bell. We ate. Okay, it was probably the last time I had Taco Bell. Shit. We get back on the highway, and I don't know if it was Maya or Eva started choking on something. They started coughing on a chip or whatever. Fucking Trish turned around. Are you choking? Are you choking right now? And then John just like fucking slams on the brakes like, he wasn't even saying, dude. He was actually gassing it. Sorry, he was gassing it hard. And John's already a fucking, he got a heavy ass foot. Yeah, my man was fucking gunning it. I was like, shit. I was like in the back. I don't even know how old I was, but I was probably like 13, 14, 15 years old. Trish was like, do we need to go to the hospital? Do we need to? And then John just turns on and was like, you better tell me right now if we're going to the hospital or not because the exit's right there. I'm like, I'm trying to go home. I'm just trying to go. It's like 9 Sunday. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get home. Fuck. Dude, some of those car rides was funny. Linda would sometimes come when she was pregnant. Oh my god,
I remember it was funny because there was a joking episode with me when I used to go with John too.
Oh yeah?
So, we were coming back from practice too. And Eva was really young. Eva was like car seat Eva.
Jeez.
So she was really, really young. And I think she had like a bag of chips and a bag of chips and she actually started choking. Dude, but he didn't go gas, bro. He went straight. So you know, coming southbound Route 8.
Yeah.
You pass Derby.
Yep.
And you got, I think it's like it's like that really sharp right.
Oh yeah.
It's where
it's off the bridge. Next to Home Depot. There's a Home Depot right across the street from that.
Yes, but you're going the opposite way.
Yeah.
You're going northbound. You're going back.
Yeah.
The Mazda dealer was right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like a sharp.
Yeah.
He was in the left lane, bro, and he braked, fucking cut like 4 motherfuckers off, bro. And got off the exit, slammed at his brake, and they got out off the car seat. Dude, and I was in the back seat, and I was like, I literally braced for impact, bro. I was like, holy shit. But
it was a good time, dude. I was like,
dude, I remember, great stories now, great stories. I remember one time, it was years ago. So it was Trish and Paula in Trish's Volkswagen Cobalt.
okay, I never seen the Cobalt.
It was Gil and Mott and Gil's M3.
Okay.
And then it was me, John, and somebody else, and John Springster. Dude, from exit 5 to exit 21, 32 miles an hour over the traffic because somebody was fucking with Trish.
Nah.
Somebody was fucking with Trish. Dude, we were doing like 32 miles an hour the whole way on the highway, both lanes blocked.
Wow.
Dude, it was nuts, bro. And then I remember the guy started going on the shoulder, like Gil's whole head out the window, giving the dude the finger like this, bro. So I was like, oh shit!
Wow.
Great.
That's, I don't know, I think Trish took me home one time.
Yeah, should have your fucking job.
That's, I'm like, damn, dude, this shit running the family, right? These people are just gunning it here. And she's just fucking, just ripping it. I was like, holy shit, dude. And it's like raining, I'm like, well, to go, I go.
Yeah.
I'm just going, dude.
Her Cobalt was manual, and then the Beamer was manual.
Yeah, the Beamer, dude, that black, John's black Beamer, dude. I
I
remember.
wanted that. Dude, you never saw John's red Beamer.
Nah, I almost saw the black one.
He had the hatchback.
Yeah?
Yeah, he had the. I don't know if it was a piece. He had the hatchback. He sold the shame. My sister was so pissed. My sister wanted that car so fucking bad, bro. So fucking
The
bad.
car that I remember that John had was the green, was a GMC truck.
Yeah.
The Armada, that Beamer. I think there was another car. And the GMC.
So I remember they had like a Mazda.
I know she had a, I mean Trish had a Beamer. I feel like they had like another truck that I'm missing.
No, John had the green truck.
Yeah, he had that green GMC. I feel like he had a, maybe that was the Armada. The Armada was fucking huge as fuck.
Armada had like 500,000 miles on it.
I don't know, but that shit looked old as fuck, dude. Yeah, that shit just kept going.
Yeah, and they never stopped. He had when Trish first got pregnant, she had a Mazda. She had like the Mazda CR-5 or whatever. It was like a car, like a sedan.
Yeah.
She hated it. Fucking hated it. I don't know, because they only bought the Armada after Able. I said Able, I'm like, I can't eat that up.
I know, dude.
So my girl's fucking niece now is Ava, so it's like, it's all fucking, it's not even one letter, it's spelled the fucking same.
I'm just gonna drink to that because that shit is, close it up there, man. Because I don't wanna hear that shit. I don't wanna hear that nonsense.
So guys, welcome to season 2. Yeah, find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Anchor. I haven't really been posting on TikTok because after the Germany game, I got like 13,000 hits.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got like 13,000 hits.
Oh shit.
I got 13,000 views. I got like 500 likes, 1,300 views. So I was like, I gotta let this one go. We haven't really done anything yet, so shout out to Enrique Manu
Yo, big shout out to him.
for the report he did on us.
Actually,
I
somebody sent me a picture of the actual newspaper.
I didn't understand half the words he wrote, because he uses very, very big words. But it was very sophisticated. Shout out to everybody else that's been hitting us up. Season 2, we're going to try to get more people on. So again, it doesn't have to be us reaching out to you. If you guys want to come on, reach out to us. Marco Gaita, Juan Vila, and Clancy Shop. We're all on every platform.
Man, dude, I wish I could change that fucking name, dude. I wish I never made that fucking name, bro. That name is just so fucking crazy, dude. I'm looking back at it.
You can message us on all our Tasca Lusa profiles, like on Instagram, on Facebook,
Yeah.
on TikTok, on
I-
YouTube.
I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, bro,
It's fun.
It's definitely stressful sometimes. Trying to get material ready and trying to get somebody on, and then
Listen, guys. You want to know something? I'll let you on a little secret. This episode, we went off the grid.
literally no.
Got here, we were supposed to have somebody. So he's like, yeah, it's just gonna be us two. I was like, nice, dude. He's like, this is what we're gonna talk about. I was like, alrighty.
Literally no pre-planning. No, I didn't even give Marco a heads up. And I was like, he showed up. I was like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is how it is today.
Before, we fucking used to always have a meeting on Wednesday. That went out the window. After like the 5th, 6th episode. Just shit's going on, you know.
Bro, we're all busy, you know. We're all. Like I said, I think it sucks that I don't live in Connecticut anymore. If I lived in Connecticut, it would be a lot easier. Now, I think we would have a permanent location. We would have we would have a straight setup. Dude, my basement in Connecticut would have been fucking sick.
It would have been fire. Or even your upstairs, dude.
No, but I would have had the basement just fully set up for this.
That would be lit.
I would have cleaned out the whole basement. I would have put like sound cushions everywhere.
Yeah.
The basement would have been for this.
That would have been a Joe Rogan type shit.
You know what I'm saying? I would have. You thought of like when I started like spending money and like shit on this? Well, I would have decked out my fucking basement.
That would have been fucking dope as shit.
Dude, you keep fucking around me, bro. I keep looking at houses, bro. And I'm like,
That basement looks like it'd be a nice fucking little
that
place
or
to
like,
live in.
that or like, alright, I got 3 bedrooms. So. 1 bedroom. Yeah.
It's big enough.
You know, it's just like that's shit I'm looking at. Like, alright, I'm gonna buy a hatch there. I'm gonna go there. felt like it was just me, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously we want this to go forward, and you know, we're almost at the 100 subscribers, and we're at 70.
We're almost at 500 people on our Facebook. I think.
No, we're past that.
I thought we were only like 4 something the last time I checked.
We were at last time I checked, we were at 8 something.
Really? Why is it only on my phone? It only shows up like 4 something. It was like on Amber Alert.
I don't know. Yeah, it was more than 4.
You sure?
No, yeah, we got 4.
Yeah, 440 or 430. Come up later, 430.
See, this says members. When you go and you see
I'm at
all
436 members. That's what I see right now.
and I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, that fucking video, that Brazilian lady got 140k views.
Telling you, bro.
I'm fucking shook, dude. Fuck.
See, it says 436 members
Yeah.
in last week. Plus 2 in the last week. I don't know. It's weird. I hate Facebook.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for joining us on the whole first season. We really appreciate all the support and all the feedback that you guys have been giving us. Hope you guys continue to keep listening to us, keep watching our videos on YouTube, and we will see you next week, hopefully with Joel Deville on here and a special guest. So, cheers to you guys. Cheers.
Well, I won't be here.
Well, yeah, sorry.